Today I'm going to be making a bag out of ribbon. You can really use any ribbon. Right now I'm using 3/8 by 5 yards, and I bought 7 of these, so they're 35 yards. Hopefully it works. I decided to do silver because it is the color of the summer, although summer's kind of over. It's gonna be like a 5 by 9 kind of crossbody bag because hopefully, like, I know people are like going to Beyonce concerts, which I don't know if you'll have time, but I know she's like asked everyone to wear silver. So you're gonna start off with yarn, and I'm gonna make it 5 by 9, so it's more like a cell phone bag. So I'm gonna start off with 5 inches at the bottom. So I'm just gonna do chains. Start off with 10 chains. Let me see how long this is. This is 4 inches. I'm gonna do 2 more. So 12. I'm gonna do 10 for the base. However, I am gonna do 1 more. I'm gonna do 11. And then 12. And then now I'm gonna go to chain number 10. And I'm gonna do a single crochet. So your base is, your base is 10. I'm going to do a single crochet, go to the 9th, do a single crochet. Okay, I am going to use a marker to mark the 10th one. That's the first one. And then 8. So once you finish 10, usually you would do like a chain and then you would go this up. What we're going to do instead is we're going to continue doing single crochet on the opposite side. So you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is going to be our first one right here. One, go into this next one, 2, So I finished 10 on both sides. What I'm gonna do is, with this first one, I'm gonna go in here. And I'm not gonna do a single, but I'm gonna do a slip stitch. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna do a slip stitch. And I'm gonna go chain 1. And I'm going to do a single crochet in the one that I just did a slip stitch. So I'm going to go back in here. And then do single crochet, go to the next one, single crochet. Like that. And then I'm going to mark the first one again, my marker. And then I'm just gonna continue on all the way around, and I will continue until I run out of ribbon here. 10 stitches with the 10mm hook is the size for an iPhone 13. So like a regular iPhone, I think if you have a Max, you would probably want to do 12 or 15, but 10 is perfect for my phone, and it's actually really snug. So I'm gonna continue on, and I'll be back once I'm out of ribbon here, which I'll be out soon to show you how I weave in the next round. Okay, so I'm almost done with this one. I'm gonna see if I can do one more. Okay, I can't, but I have fitted through. This is the same ribbon. I actually stopped and started all over, so it's like a little crinkled, but I'm just gonna do the same fashion of as if it's like the same thing. So like just continuing in the same motion, just using the new string, and then on the other side I just tie it in the back like that. And then you're just gonna continue on. At the end, I will cut all of this off, and I'm gonna use a lighter to burn the edges so that it's like a little more neat. So I do have some holes in my bag, but if you want fewer holes, I recommend using probably an 8mm hook. Also with regular yarn, it has a little bit of elasticity to it, but ribbon has like 0. So it might be a little difficult sometimes trying to like put it back through. Hold on. Okay. So I'm gonna take out the marker, and then I am gonna put this in the first one. I'm gonna do a step switch and do chain 1. Then I'm gonna do a single crochet in that one that I just did a slip stitch in, and this will make row 3. Do a single crochet in the next one, second one, and then again I'm just gonna put a marker in here as well, like that, and then I'm gonna continue on with my third row. I'm gonna repeat this until I get about 7-8 inches tall, and I'll be back. I have finished majority. This is currently 6 inches. So I'm gonna do an inch more, which is about 2 rows. And I'm gonna start hopefully on my last yarn. Excuse the noise, it's currently 100 degrees in LA, and I'm gonna die if the fan isn't on. So the fan is on next to me. Okay, but again, let me just show you how I connect it. So you're gonna put the string on the right side and the spool on the left side. I'm just gonna go in. You're gonna grab it to do a single, oh, my bad. Okay, So this already has a single crochet started. I'm just gonna use this to pull it through to finish it off. And then in the back, I am going to, hold on, tie it right here. Okay. I'm gonna tie it right here. And then I'm gonna double knot it. And then here, I can continue on doing my single crochet. Okay, so usually you want to leave one left, since I'm going to do, this is my 24th. And then right here, I'm going to take out my marker, put it in here. I'm going to do a slip stitch, chain one, and then I'm going to continue on another row right here. Do two, and then where my first one was, I'm going to put my marker there so that I don't forget. Right here. I'm going to continue on doing 2 more rows, and I'll be back. So I finished up all of the rows. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 rows. I'm not done, but I'm gonna leave some open. Okay, and I'm gonna cut all of these strings off, these extra strings. I'm gonna burn the ends of the ribbon. You don't have to do this. You can just cut it short. But if you're okay with using a lighter, I'm just gonna burn. Kind of want it to face out, and just burn the ends so that it like doesn't fray. So I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna tie them again, real tight. Real tight. Again, if you don't feel comfortable in burning using a lighter, I would just cut them real short, and you don't have to do this part, but I just use the ends of the lighter to take out the fire. And I'm like just kind of bending the bag to make sure I'm not like burning.
Same thing up here. Just tighten everything like that. Tight.
We are gonna be flipping the bag inside out, so it really doesn't matter, but I find that this makes the ends not fray. If you are to do any of them, I would at least burn the ends on the top, because obviously it's gonna have, it's like technically you can touch it really easily from the outside, so like that. I do have some ribbon left. I'm gonna finish up the top, but I am gonna flip it inside out now. I'm gonna leave some here, like that. And then, I don't know the best way to flip it inside out, but okay. Flip it inside out like that. And it looks like this. I think it'll also be really cute if you like have enough ribbon to like just fold up the tops and like your bag looks like this, but I'm just gonna do this. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish out the edge. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slip stitch the top. So we did a single crochet for this one. I am going to do a slip stitch all around. So slip stitch all around. You are going to have to go in the opposite direction that you originally crocheted in because you flipped the bag inside out. But again, it's the same thing, just going right to left. And so what happens when you slip stitch is it kind of like, instead of it leaving it open like this, it'll wrap things up. So again, all you have to do, slip stitch, is just have it go all the way through like that. And you're just gonna slip stitch the entire top. I am doing this after I flipped it out because if you slip stitch it in the inside will show it, but the outside won't. And I want to show the slip stitch on the outside. So I personally find that this looks a lot better than the inside, which is like, if you can see it, it looks like this. So I think this looks a lot more clean and like you're finishing a project. Okay, now again, like the first one, we're going to take this one, go into that first slip stitch. Never mind, I'm gonna go into this last one right here, do a slip stitch, and then I'm gonna go in here, do a slip stitch. Okay, I'm gonna go in there and do a slip stitch. From there, I'm gonna now make the handle, and it's gonna go all the way to this side. Because I do want this to be a crossbody, I am gonna make it a little longer. I'm actually probably running out of this one. But another thing I wanted to do is, this is 3/8 of an inch. I'm actually gonna go and use 5/8, which is a little thicker. And I'm gonna make my strap with this one because it'll be a little thicker and a lot more sturdier. And it's a lot harder to rip this. So I'm gonna just use a 5 yarn roll, and how we did the other one, I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna cut this end right here. And pull it through. Okay, so now we do have this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do chains using this thick one. Before we start that, I am gonna tie these together. I don't need that long. Okay. I'm gonna double knot these together. I tied it, and it's right here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chain. For the strap, all it's going to be is a chain. You do want it to be somewhat even. I feel like that looks prettier. This is how, like if you see this one is like a lot bigger than the rest, but this is how, it actually doesn't matter too much. But chain it. I'm actually not counting however many chains this is, because I'm just gonna put it against my body and do it however long I need it. So like this is how it looks like. And then I'm gonna continue and I'll be back once I'm done with my chain. Okay, so I finished the strap. It's like really long, but you just have to match it to your body, so it's like hard to say how many like knots I did, but I'm just gonna go to the exact opposite right here, and I'm going to just go in. You want to go as like centered as possible, and then I'm just going to actually go from the inside, and then you're just gonna drag this out. You're gonna do a slip stitch like that, and then I'm gonna do one more slip stitch, and then I'm gonna cut the end, and then once you drag it out, it'll like tie within itself. I'm gonna go in and tie it right here. Just to make sure it's like really tight, and you can kind of just like feed it in. You can use a needle, but I'm too lazy to take it out, so like that. And then I'm just gonna feed it in. All right, so it looks like this. It's pretty tight, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna cut these two off right here. And again, I'm gonna burn the edges. Burn the edges. This one, burn the edges. And you're good. I'm like filming with my phone, but this is a Galaxy S22 Ultra, and it fits like perfectly, and it has room where like you can add your wallet, your car keys, and then if you want it to be like extra safe, you can always like pin something here. But I feel like this is fine for a concert. You can fit like your wallet, and then maybe like a portable charger, and then yeah, that's like a little sling bag. Yeah, this is it.